Welcome people, welcome back. You're done with your boy Kamani Brown, and today we're going to be speaking about car mounts and wireless car chargers. Now, this is of course, wireless car charger from ESR with their patented HaloLock technology with CryoBoost. Now, that's all marketing, you know that go already. Now, the standout feature about this thing is that it wirelessly charges your phone with a fan. This was very important to me. I've always been skeptical about the whole MagSafe charging thing because wireless charging always brings heat. I've been wirelessly charging my phones back from my Samsung days when I was back on Android. Never liked it. The heat it produced was not worth it. The slow charging speeds was not worth it. And the combination of both the heat and the slow charging speeds was definitely not worth it. So this should hopefully solve some of that problems. I know that this probably charges at the 7.5 watt speed, not the maximum 15 watt speed that Apple claims the iPhone 15 Pro Max and maybe the other couple generations behind iPhones now charge at. However, yet again, more wattage, more heat, not good for your battery. So this has a fan. I'm going to try this out. The only official 15 watt charger that I see on the market right now is also from ESR. I'll leave a link to that in the description below. It's not cheap, people, right out the gate. It's about $100. This is about $36. So pick your poison. I'm giving this a try first. If I like it, I may return it in favor of getting the higher model, or I may just keep this. But really and truly, the reason why I got this is because I use navigation a lot for my job and for personal use. And it's a bit weird to have the phone in my hand or using navigation on the radio. I like to have my navigation up in my face, so this should solve that problem. Also, while charging the phone, and I like that it actually pulls the AC air directly with the fan onto the back of the phone to keep it cool, so I won't need to worry about the whole battery failing on me and all that kind of crap. That's enough rambling. Just need to explain all that, get that out in the air. Let's check this thing out. Like I said before, it has this whole CryoBoost fast charging thing. At 7.5 watts, I wouldn't call that fast, but I guess for other phones, it may go up to about 15 watts. Strong magnetic lock, we'll see about that when we head out to the car. Customizable viewing angle. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And that's about it for the box here. Let's just get straight in. Now, pretty simple unboxing here. Quick and easy. 2 pull tabs here. Let's get right in it. There we go. Yes, people, I did a little field check before I got in the box, so less fumbling. No need for that. Let's see. Become a super user. You can get an upgraded 24-month warranty. That's always a plus. Thank you, ESR. Now, ESR makes some fairly premium products. They're one of my go-to brands for phone accessories, so I have no doubt this thing should work quite well. These are some installation instructions. Now, let's see. You take the main unit, you lock it. I'm thinking about the whole HaloLock thing into the stand itself. Then you screw it on. You lock it with whatever locking nut that is. And I assume that you just push it into the air duct vent. Yep. That's pretty much it. Twist it, push it in, you lock down the latch, drop your phone on it. Well, you plug in the charger itself for it to get the juice, drop your phone on it. That's it. Easy 5-step process. I'll call it more of a 4-step, but you know it goes already. Easy and simple. No need for that anymore. Let's see how that works in the car later on after this unboxing. Now, this is the main module itself, and it's a little bigger than I thought, but you know, still fairly neat package. Here's a locking nut, fairly sturdy. It's all plastic or polycarbonate. Let's peel this off here. Very satisfying. Not sure about the glossy finish. It might get scratched over time, especially with the metallic back here of this case. I love this case. Yet again, people, I made a video about this. This is from Taurus, the Taurus U Pro case for the iPhone 15 Pro series. I'll leave a link to this in the description below, and also a link to my video unboxing and review. Check it out. Now let's just give this a test out here and see. Alright, so it's pretty snug. I mean, it lifts a bit because this thing here lifts up the stand. But aside from that, it's pretty snug. My only concern is that, you know, over time the metallic finish might scratch up this thing here, but whatever, who's to tell. Let's see how that works out. But so far I'm impressed with the magnetic strength. I don't see this you know, driving over bumps and stuff, causing any issues. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure if this thing falls off, it falls into my hand. But yeah, this is pretty good. Unless you're throwing your car, your truck or whatever off cliffs, I expect this thing to hold out pretty damn good. It's not coming. Yeah, it's not coming off. Yeah, so it passes that test. It definitely passes that test with flying colors. And let's see a few scuffs there. Let's see if it wipes off. Well, I guess it's fine. This is the fan. Of course, it's going to be pulling the air from behind straight through. Here's a vent. It goes onto the back of your phone to keep it cool. I like that. Yet again, heat is the enemy of your battery. That's one of the cons of wireless charging, no matter what technology they want to tell you about. So let's just put this aside here. Go further into the box. No need for that. Let's see what we have here. Okay, nice little diagrams here. They recommend a car charger with 9 volts or 2 amps or 12 volts, 2 amps. I guess that's a minimum. I have a 20-watt charger in my car already. That should be more than good enough. And I mean, this is it. Nice little diagram here. MagSafe HaloLock case or HaloLock universal ring. So I guess this is more marketing stuff for them. I always use the included USB cable. Roads are never a problem. Yeah, this thing hugs the phone. You guys saw it a while ago. No worry about that. No need for that anymore either. And let's see what's in this package here. All right. Figured as much. So this is the locking mechanism for this and the included charging cable. So it's USB A to USB type C. So that's good. Should work well with my car charger. So let's put that aside and let's see how this module works with this. So I guess you loosen it. Okay, it screws right out, but I'm assuming you stick it in and then I don't know if this is the HaloLock they're talking about, but it's not locking for me right now. Always read instructions, people. Oh, so you pop so you pop it into the hole. Let's get that out for a second. So this part is actually pretty flexible, hence why the slits are there. And you simply pop the ball head into the hole, and of course you lock it with this. There you go. And the rotation angles are pretty sturdy, like it really stays wherever you turn it, which is always a plus. Yet again, you see how this works in the car later on in this video. And yeah, everything is plastic though. Not sure how that will affect the longevity of this thing, but it's ESR. I trust them with that at least. And this is the clamp. It's fairly wide. This is what goes into your ear duct vent. It has pads from what I can see. There are rubber pads in there. I can feel it. That's pretty good. The rubber pad here as well for this part, which goes under the ear duct. So nice little protective areas so that they don't scuff up or scratch up your car too much. So that's good. Very solid feeling product. Nothing shaking around either. So yeah, I like this. So let's go out in the car, do a field test. As a matter of fact, you guys may not even see this, but I'm going to be using this for a couple of days. Give my final recommendation on this product. I'll check out the charging speeds. I'll check out how well it performs in the car itself. And of course, show you guys how this thing is mounted in the car, how the process goes, how easy or how hard it is. And of course, at the end of this video, you guys will know if this thing is definitely worth it. I have high hopes. It's ESR. I love them. This is not a sponsored video, people. I just always genuinely love their products. They're always a solid win for me. So, see you guys in the car. All right, people, here's the setup. Now, many of y'all may be wondering why I have it turned to the side, as you can see from the ESR logo pointing upwards. This is mainly because the power cable, as you see right here, would tend to get in the way of my radio. So I just turned it to the side and simply ran the cable downwards. Not so much cable management right now. And this is it. And I told you earlier that I had a 20-watt Chinese no-name branded car charger in the car, but actually threw that out recently and got this, a 52-watt Anker Series 3 car charger. This thing is awesome. I can charge my MacBook Air with this and my phones at the same time. Incredible stuff. You guys can actually look out for the video unboxing / review for this thing in the video after this one. But yeah, for 11 bucks, you can't do much better than this, right? So this is a setup really. So the ESR MagSafe wireless charger plugs into here, the USB A port. And this also has a Power IQ USB-C port as well, which I use for the OEM USB-C to USB-C cable. So plugging that back in, got light, got the juice, got light on this as well. Now, as I showed you in the unboxing, this is how it sets up pretty much. It goes right into the AC vent, and then it braces against the dashboard. So it's pretty solid, pretty solid. It won't jolt down or anything. But the key thing to note is this nut here, the locking nut. Always ensure in installation that you have this thing tightened as hard as you can with your fingers. Why? If you don't, when the car is moving, goes over speed bumps, hit any big potholes or anything, the phone will jolt all over the place, tend to jolt downwards, and you'll have a bad day. I see a lot of those in the reviews on Amazon, and it was a quick and easy fix. Just make sure that you tighten this thing as much as possible. However, in tightening it, it limits the movement. You can't exactly turn it in any orientation you want. That is why I recommend cases like these. I did a review of this clear case from Andoble. It's still holding up pretty well after weeks of usage. Still crystal clear. My girl's phone now has on a snow white D-brand skin applied by yours truly, and it's looking pretty fire, right? So the key thing is that this thing has a MagSafe stand that rotates 360 degrees. So once you drop it on, there you go, charging, you can easily twist it into any orientation you want, because this thing is static. It cannot move at all, right? So thanks to this ring here, this MagSafe ring, you drop it on, snaps on, not going anywhere. You can turn it any way you want. Easy. This now brings me to my next point, the fan. You guys can probably hear the fan going right now. Fairly loud, but the car is not on. The radio is currently muted. So it may sound loud, but it really is not. It's fairly negligible. And just so you guys can know, let's unmute the radio. It's fairly low. It's not even a quarter of the volume. You can't really hear it. And let's turn this sideways here for a second. Look at this. 3, 2, 1. There you go. Engage, standby mode. Love this. But when I notice that when my phone is connected to the radio via Bluetooth, the phone detects that I'm actually driving and it doesn't engage it. I guess it considers that this is distracting for whatever reason, but hey, it's still cool to see. Alright, now let's start the car so you guys can actually hear the AC and the fan, so you guys can know the sound levels. There you go. Alright. So the fan is now on, the charger along with the car, engine and the AC, and let's turn on some radio. If you listen for it, you can actually hear the fan if you listen for it and you know what you're listening for, but it's very negligible, right? Let's turn off the radio. Having a nice quiet drive, the AC on. You have to listen for this thing. You really and truly can't honestly hear this thing unless you really know what you're listening out for. So it's very good. And it's blowing the AC air directly onto the back of the phone itself using that fan, and it's keeping this thing cool all day, all night long, right? Now the drawback of this thing is that yes, it only charges at 7.5 watts. So this is more suitable for long drives, you know, you engage in navigation and you just go. You don't have to worry about it overheating. So this is probably one of the safest ways to charge your phone. Your battery will be safe, and if you need a quick power up, you simply use this, the OEM cable that I have connected to the other part of the car charger, right? This will give you a quick charge. This thing is capable of 52 watts, so you could even charge 2 phones at the same time. This one will of course charge faster, but you have options, right? And that's the beauty about it. But I love this thing. I highly recommend it. ESR has that $99 one that gives you the full 15 watt charge. However, that thing is very expensive. 36 bucks or lower depending on if it's on sale, versus 100 bucks. It's a no-brainer. It's worth the compromise if you ask me. I'll leave a link to that and this one in the description below so you guys can check out. If you can afford the higher model, go right ahead. So that's it, people. I've been using this thing for 2 weeks. I don't have any complaints. It's been solid as a rock. Very convenient. Very futuristic. I mean, I just jump in my car, slap it on, engage my navigation and go about my business. Don't need to be fiddling with cables. However, if I do need more juice, I have the option, right? So that's about it. Look out for the review of this car charger coming up next, and of course I'll see you guys in the next one. Of course, I'll appreciate a like, subscribe, and of course hitting that notification bell. And of course, peace out and take care.